Hey, what's up, Earth? It's Spaceman Matt, the animated series. I wanted to try the anime feature on Snapchat and another app to see how Spaceman Matt would look animated, but I'm not sure if it's an improvement. What do you think? I don't know, but it does tie in with my review of Star Trek Lower Decks. Here we are back to reality. The original Star Trek, the animated series from the 1970s, revisited some of the plot elements from the original live-action series, but it was quite limited in terms of animation and overall production. I think they reused some of the same background music from Lansky's Rescue Rangers and other Filmation properties. I never thought much of it, but perhaps for some fans it helped fill the void that the original series' cancellation left and provided a bit of a bridge until the movie franchise started up in 1979. Also, from what I understand, for the most part, the 1970s animated version is not considered canon, but they did decide to make Robert April, who appeared in the animated series as the first captain of the original USS Enterprise, a canonical character. Just a fun fact. I do not know what sparked the current showrunners to decide to do another animated series. Like the original animated series, Lower Decks does reference many of the prior Star Trek series, revisiting characters, alien races, and settings from the past episodes of those series. This is because the USS Cerritos is assigned to second contacts, follow-up missions for the first contacts made by Starfleet flagship vessels such as the USS Enterprise. And to be honest, some of the aliens, characters, and settings from the earlier show, I would probably like to see them revisited in a live-action series instead. We did get some of that in Star Trek Picard, just not enough to satiate my inner fanboy. Lower Decks is produced by Mike McMahon, who wrote a lot of the Rick and Morty series, as well as producing the animated show Solar Opposites, created with Rick and Morty's Justin Roiland for Hulu. While Lower Decks offers a lot of fan service for Star Trek fans, I didn't find it as creative as Rick and Morty or as funny as Solar Opposites. Perhaps it is a bit limited by the Star Trek framework that it has to be built around, though. Stories focus around Beckett Mariner, an ensign known for being a rule breaker and a troublemaker. She's assigned to the USS Cerritos under Captain Carol Freeman, who, unbeknownst to the crew, is actually Mariner's mother. Her father is also a Starfleet admiral, and they get Beckett assigned to her mother's command to keep an eye on her, and with the hope that she will straighten out and become an upstanding Starfleet officer, or at least not get into too much trouble. I guess nepotism is something not common in Starfleet, and I always thought that having an officer that climbed the ranks through family connections rather than her own achievement would have made for an interesting drama. Again, I think this goes against Gene Roddenberry's utopian vision of the future, where Starfleet officers are just the best of the best, and nepotism just can't be a thing in a utopia. Ensign Mariner is, of course, her own person, and she is pretty much left to sink or swim on her own. I think the parents' main objective is to prevent her from getting into any real trouble. I actually like the idea behind Beckett Mariner, and I wish there would have been a live-action character like her as well. I'm slightly surprised that they went with another lead character of African ancestry, as we already have Michael Burnham on Discovery, and not to mention Commander Sisko on Deep Space Nine. We have yet to have a Star Trek series led by a Latinx or Asian character, but hopefully they will save that for a live-action series in the future. I just would like to see it mixed up a bit, that's all. I did like that they included two alien races introduced in the original animated series. The Cerritos' medical officer is Cadian, a cat-like humanoid alien named Dr. Tana. The animated series had a Cadian communications officer named Mres, who filled in for Lieutenant Uhura. Also, serving on Enterprise in the original animated series was Arex, who was a three-armed and three-legged Adosian. In Lower Decks, Abdosian appears as the captain of a medical ship on a mission to help rehabilitate badly injured Starfleet officers. So that was a bit of fan service that I appreciated. While I did find Lower Decks diverting, I'm not sure that there was a great outcry from fans for another animated Star Trek series. I just think it was something they did because they could, and I'm wondering if this was done as a way to further snub Seth MacFarlane, known for funny animated shows like Family Guy on the Fox network. It is known that MacFarlane desperately wanted to produce a Star Trek series. Just speculation on my part as to why they wanted to do an animated series. Overall, if you're a diehard Trekker who needs to see everything Star Trek, you probably won't mind Lower Decks, while other fans might just scratch their heads and ask why. Well, that's all for now. Please like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button, as I plan to try to post videos more regularly. So I'll see you next time. Bye.
Subscribe to Spaceman Matt's Sci-Fi vlog today. The fate of the world depends on it, I guess.